They're looking for proposals.
So tell me what you're thinking now.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mike Rennick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Rennick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. My guest this morning is Mr. Steve Reed. Welcome,
Good morning,
Steve.
Mike.
He is the owner and publisher of both the Longboat Key News and Sarasota City News. We've been at this famous parking lot many times, the Fillmore Parking Lot. Things are happening. What do you hear on the street, Steve?
Well, Mike, as you know, the Fillmore Parking Lot's a couple acres behind Alvin's Island and the Circle. And about in August, the City Commission was approached by Gavin Michat and his development partners to build a hotel and a Morton's Market. Since that time, a lot has happened and a deadline's coming up. They said then, in 90 days, we'd like to hear all the proposals from anyone interested in developing the
So they're
parking lot.
expanding it. It's not just going to be the original proposal.
No, not at all.
I like that.
And they could do various methods. They could do a bid. They could put it on LoopNet and do a commercial sale of the property. They went a little informal. They said let's get proposals, and that deadline is the 15th of this month.
So they're asking business owners or prospective business owners to come in and bring ideas forward with what they would do to develop this.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. And in the meantime, one of the national firms, Benderson, has bought up quite a few of the buildings on the
here at
Circle.
Yes.
And as you know, there's Ocean Properties, owns many, many hotels, including the Key Club, the Lido Beach Club, so on and so forth. They may be an interested party in the area. And then there's other developers that have been working in the community for a long time, and they're aware. From what I know, and a little bit off the record, there's going to be about 4 proposals probably coming forth, and maybe more on the 15th. We'll certainly have to circle back, say what they are. What in a nutshell, though, has to happen for any of this to work is a zoning change to allow hotels. Right now it allows parking.
Let me ask this. Given the momentum that's here, is it safe to assume that something's going to happen and it's not going to remain a parking lot, or is that still an option?
It's
Or we
city
don't know?
government. Nothing is safe to assume.
Okay.
It's safe to
That's
assume. It's safe to assume there'll be many stories. Meanwhile, and it's a big deal, the Resident Association, the Lido Key Resident Association, and the St. Armands Resident Association are opposed to it adamantly. They feel that they've already been fighting Airbnbs and the incursion of tourists in their neighborhood. This is all surrounded. We're looking at the buildings in the background, but if you were to turn the camera around, it's lovely homes, and
Right.
most of these homes are $1 million property values and so on.
You know, we're really involved with Ladies' Night here, and many of the small merchants, many of them are in favor of this because it's going to drive more people here, and that's the same reason the local residents don't want it. So I always talk about the need as a balance. How do we find a solution that works for everyone? That's what we have to do here.
That's correct. You know, the city government, that's sort of their job.
Mhm.
So we'll see what they have to say when they get these proposals. I think the residents want to slow it down. One of the other sticky wickets in the whole thing is they have a program to pay for that expensive parking garage.
Yes.
It's like a $13 million deal, and it's predicated on these spaces producing income. So that whole part of the scenario would have to be factored. It's very complex,
Yeah,
a lot
we
of
talked
moving
a little
parts.
bit about that in a
Yeah.
video. So there is a lot going on here. This is a hot story. We need to stay on top of it to
Yeah.
keep everyone up to date. Ultimately, this may look a lot different down the road than it does today. We'll have to see.
And we'll see if they do add more tourists. They might have to expand the roundabout for you, Mike. Bigger roundabout at Gulfstream. Do you like that?
We just filmed the roundabout video.
I
so
like to give Mike a hard time on the
Steve knows
roundabout.
my idea. Maybe we could put one right here in this parking lot. What
Like
do
a
you think
practice
about?
roundabout
Yeah,
for
I-
people.
I like that.
Yeah, all
So,
right.
All right.
We'll
Steve,
be back.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Really
Serious
appreciate it.
issue, though. Yep.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another edition of Out and Around with Mike. Take care, everyone.